Yeah, we'll definitely have to put Act down. But then I mean,
Yeah, I think we might even have to move him to my room.
no, no.
I think he really needs to learn the value of hard work.
He's a lobby nerd. I disagree.
Maybe
I think
he
we
will.
need to clean him. We would change his diaper.
Clean him up. Okay, well, we have very different interpretations of this.
Yeah. I'm so surprised the stream thing isn't picking up because it is screaming in my ears. But it's fine. Like the stream can't pick it up. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh yeah. Don't.
What I'm listening to right now is not someone who's fine.
I'm not, because it is 100 degrees and I'm angry because of it. I'm hot and I'm angry.
Bothered you then?
I am. Castle
Don't
Badavia.
bother me. I think that one line, maybe along with Pancake Time, makes Genius the best character.
Yeah, you still have to play it. You really do.
Nah. I think I'll just go back and see clips of him saying it so I can remember how great of a character he is.
My headset is literally so squishy.
That's messed up. Spot dodging in whatever year it is. Why was I in the air? Why was I still in the air? I couldn't dodge after that? If I would have timed that better, I actually would have gotten it. Stop! Why didn't that hit? This feels actually so bad to play. There is sweat all over my keyboard. Why'd that work? Actually kills, that's crazy.
Yeah, I had like actually 1,000 damage.
I waited a full 15 seconds. What are they talking about?
Why do I have to shadow it? The neutral!
Still don't have my dodge back, by the way.
How does that not hit?
How does that take so long to come out? Man, I love how everything I try doesn't work, and then I spot dodge.
Huh?
That makes sense.
How does that even hit?
I love Spear so much.
I'm just crazy on what I'm saying.
I just don't get why people play Scythe and Spear.
Double
exists.
your-
You just get the same combos for free.
I don't know about that.
I have so many options to start a combo, but Sidelight accomplishes all of them at once.
Why'd my controller disconnect?
Finally, my chance.
Pretty much. Huh? I just want to keep chain disconnecting. Like you when you fight Bell.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Okay, I guess I can't play.
Use PC controls.
Yeah, no. Won't let me. We can't just leave the crucibles as they are. You know, I think for now we can though, you know?
You can actually see right there on my hitbox don't work. That's crazy.
Ransom!
There's two of them.
Random!
Bell, bell, bell.
Looks like it's Daily's time. Only one game.
Guy wants to smoke so badly.
I just woke up late and had to upload clips and stuff, so it didn't feel worth it doing Zestria today. Plus, you know, obviously, Brawl, and I don't think tomorrow's gonna work because we're probably gonna be mowing, and then we have to do Overwatch weekly event stuff. So we probably won't be playing Zestria until Wednesday. And then we should be able to play Wednesday and Thursday though.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Okay. Huh? How did he even decipher that?
I really didn't think I was hitting you. Got him.
How did that?
I need to turn my sound up.
He's dodging directly into my attacks.
Got him.
Dirt'll do anything but fight Bell. And Bell will do anything but fight Druid. Of course, Jared will do anything but fight Bell.
I hit you once after comboing him. What do you mean? That shouldn't
Okay.
even hit you.
It's fine. Jared's literally only fighting me.
Mhm.
Literally let Bell get
Come
away
back
with
to me,
everything.
just not
Didn't use a
hitting
single
Bell
attack.
once.
You didn't stop Bell from coming back, did ya? No. It's fine. Well,
Player 1 wins. Three, two, one, brawl.
That makes a lot of sense. love how that just wins.
I'm gonna wind up dying from all this heat.
Honestly. Oh, yeah. And I didn't run the jump.
You know, I truly think people don't really actually like certain temperatures over other temperatures. Like, I feel like I hate it just as much when it's super cold or super hot.
Yeah.
It's either I'm dying here because I'm, can't breathe from all the heat and I'm sweating and everything's annoying, or my hands are, like, super cold and, like, I can't play anything anyway. Going to sleep's the same problem. I truly think there is no, good temperature like that. Although if it's like, would I rather be slightly too warm or slightly too cold? Probably slightly too cold.
That doesn't hit? That's the point! Cool. Yeah, my favorite. I spot dodge his attack, which is a sig, so he misses and he can still follow up first.
2 wins.
As I see Bell said well in the game chat.
Do game chat.
Yeah, I don't look at game chat. I think it's only because I'm in spectator and I happen to click it.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Grab canceled. I could have gotten the furry. Okay, no dodge. Shadow it, yeah. I really don't know what I expect half the time.
Expect to lose, and you do. But it's strictly because Bell exists.
I really just need to factor in my mind that grab canceling is spot dodging.
Just know any action Bell does also gives him iframes without using a dodge. That's what I've learned. They'll just know, be careful, because me and Jared are both going to be on thin ice without gosh darn hot it is.
True, I wish there was thin ice, am I right, guys?
I wish there was thick ice. Yeah, it also doesn't help that my controller's disconnecting every 2 seconds, and if I have to deal with that while also getting annoyed at Brawl, I'm gonna wind up breaking everything. Not just something, not just one thing, not just the controller, everything. Everything's gone.
Yeah. That's why I'm trying to get real chill today. I feel like ice jokes and like hot jokes just kind of happen, really.
I know what you
I think
heat.
it's Ingleter's fault. To be fair, that was a good one.
I know.
I feel like I'm like breaking his ankles the way my jump inputs like go through half the time.
You break his
Ow.
ankles, but he regenerates too quick. He fixes his ankles.
It's true. It's like I'm playing Deadpool, am I right, guys?
Am I right, guys?
It's funny because like that because
Well, you're dead at least.
I don't remember how the Deadpool works. It was too long ago that we saw that one.
How the what? The Deadpool works?
Yeah.
How do you say
Like
the?
where he gets his name is like the Deadpool because like a Deadpool was a thing.
Uh-huh.
This guy doesn't even remember the first or whatever movie.
Doesn't exist. They called him Deadpool because he's cool. And Deadpool sounds cool. That's it. It's like Spider-Man. You know, I also wonder just like some things with like super names. 'Cause obviously I haven't read like any of the comics and I've barely watched any of the movies. Probably more than like the average person. I don't even know if that's true. But I feel like a lot of names are just stupid. Because don't you kind of have to come up with your own name, or just the people come up with their own name for you? Then it makes you wonder. It's like, I don't know. 'Cause I feel like most of the origins is more like they don't choose to be a hero, and then they do something, and then they start to get a name, and then they make their suit and everything based on the name. You know? Maybe not all of them, but I think that's mostly how
Like
it
the
is.
Crueler.
But like to like Batman, did he have a he's like, oh, you know, it'd be cool if I was a bat, or is he kind of like, oh, let me just have a suit that's like me wearing black, so it's like harder to see me at night, you know, and like a cloak and everything to be more disorienting when fighting, right? And then there's like he's like a bat, where it's like his stuff kind of looks like a bat, but I feel like a lot of people don't see him, right? But it's like, why would you call someone Batman if they weren't wearing a bat suit? They didn't have bat power.
I mean, it's possible he just had a black cape, and it's like, whoa, that guy's like flying around in the night like a bat.
Yeah, which is possible. But it's also like,
Why does come out first?
does that make it a bat? I'd be like Cloakman. But
Well,
it's like,
this is why you don't get to come up with the name.
but now it's like also you don't know the gender. You don't know if it's a dude unless it's like, you know, fronting, and then even then you don't know how it identifies. So it's like, bat, cloak. Then there's a character Cloak and Dagger, right? Maybe that's how it works.
Back cloak.
Yeah, but you don't need both. You could be like the black
What are you
cloak,
gonna do, man?
right? But then, is it even black? It could just be like a dark blue. You know, because isn't anything black dark blue when it comes to like?
As far as yeah.
So you could be like, he's the blue blur. You know, the dark blue
Oh,
blur.
that was taken. Why doesn't that kill? I have like 8 strength.
I don't know, but who would name themselves Batman? Or Spider-Man? Or something like that. Spider-Man at least makes sense. It's like this guy acts exactly like a spider would, and he was bitten by a spider, which gave him the powers, at least in most of the
That's messed up. Why doesn't that kill me?
things. So it's like, he's like a dude, right? But then he's a spider. But they can't name the dude spider. Even though
Correct.
I think that sounds pretty cool.
Agreed. If I was bit by a spider, I'd go by that.
I know like a lot of things, like even like The Boys has their own variation of it. I don't know which that one's called, but I know a lot of them have like names. Like Mr. Weave, or The Weaver,
Why does that?
or Silk Song,
Player 2.
My favorite.
where it's like you,
That's probably like a huge disappointment compared to the first one.
uh-huh. Yeah, but I don't know, I feel like it could work. I don't know, it just seems weird. Like, where does Snake Eyes get his name?
That's actually a great question. Because he doesn't really look like it would.
But then
You
it's
know?
like, is it based on the dice? You know?
3, 2, 1, brawl.
What is this guy even from?
G.I. Joe. I think.
I feel like that's what I remember, but it just seems wildly out of place.
Oh, because he actually seems kind of cool. Another cool name that's not G.I. Joe.
Yeah. Still remember my G.I. Joe cup. That went crazy.
Uh-huh. G.I. Jonathan.
See, I didn't have my dodge, but it also didn't do my grab cans, which makes you wonder, where'd my dodge go?
Like I said, I can kind of understand nicknames. But isn't
I
like a
dashed behind
superhero,
it.
like a hero name, basically the same thing as a nickname? And also, do villains choose their own names?
I feel like some of them do. Like, I'm the Green Goblin. They're like, okay, yeah, he's the Green Goblin.
But I mean, technically, the goblins. I mean, goblins probably exist. I don't know when, like. Because like, goblins are obviously fantasy, but fantasy existed a while. But like, also, comics are fantasy, so I don't really know the
I feel like
timing.
it's weird to go by the Green Goblin if goblins are just a thing that exists and they're green.
Yeah. But you can't just be called the Goblin. Think about all the jokes you could be.
You can still say the Green Goblin to be continued.
They call me the Mind Goblin.
Uh-huh. What's some other ones?
I don't know.
They call me Imagine Dragons.
I feel like that's kind of weirder. But I don't know. But it really makes you think though, because like heroes and villains kind of like do the same thing, right? Like someone's named by like either the like the victims or the people just seeing, like witnesses, you know? So it's just like they become the Batman because they got killed by this guy and it's like he looks like a bat, right? Or it's like people are like, well, this guy's like beating up people and he kind of looks like a bat. And it's like with a villain is the same way. Like all the good people are like, this guy's like a clown. We should call him Joker.
I feel like that was probably... Yeah, I could see it either way.
To be fair,
I feel like there are probably some weird ones.
I think
like,
most of
something
it.
that sounds really cool. Like, you'd almost think they're a hero.
Yeah. I mean, obviously
Like,
the
Dr.
Joker.
Doom is just so metal.
Dr.
Dr.
Doom's
Doom's
stupid.
You know?
Unless like his name was just Dr. Doom. You know? Like he just happened to have the last name Doom. And he was a doctor. Right? He's like,
See,
my name's
the doctor
Dr.
part
Doom.
doesn't really add up. But I feel like it's like, oh yeah, this guy's like a criminal mastermind. He's like Dr. Doom, you know?
Yeah, but also like
I can see that
doctor
being a
refers to
thing.
anyone with like a doctorate, like degree. Like a dentist
Yeah.
is a doctor. It's like maybe he was like a scientist,
3,
you know?
2, 1,
But his last name is
brawl.
Doom. He's like, I'm Dr. Doom. He's like, wait a minute. People
It's
call me
just
Dr. Doom.
straight up his name.
I think that's how it works with Doctor Strange or whatever. His last
Probably.
name is Strange. And he's a doctor, but he's like an actual doctor. They just call him
I feel
Doctor
like I've heard
Strange.
the occasional Mr. Strange, you know?
Okay, he's. That doesn't
Where it
really.
probably is just his name.
But I know it's his name. I'm just saying, I wonder if that's how it works with something like Doom. I don't
Why
know.
couldn't I follow up? Or wake up or whatever? He gets to just use a Sega Neutral.
I don't know. It's
We
weird.
also need to talk about blasters.
No, we don't. But also, then there's like even like quirks and stuff in like My Hero. But it's like, isn't it more the concept that the quirk and the ability only works because of knowing superheroes and stuff, or like animals and stuff? Like say Wolverine. Like doesn't it seem weird that like his bones are just like? Because what bones can he even do it with? Is it any of them?
I think it's just like specific ones.
It's like the
I don't know
point
which ones they
is,
do exactly. Maybe
I
he
don't
has
know
new builds that you can control.
I don't know how it works, but all I know is that he basically just turns them into claws, and then he did like got the surgery that I think turned him metal. I think that's what turned him metal.
Turns his entire body into titanium.
Yeah, but I feel like it's weird for his entire body too. But I think that is kind of what happened. it's like this is his power. It's like, you know what would help his power a lot, especially if he has like regeneration and all this. Because of him having regeneration, all this, we can make his body out of titanium somehow. You know, because he can like fight whatever because of regeneration, and then also it's like his body's more reinforced, and then also instead of having bone claws, he has metal claws. But it's like, then how do you get the name Wolverine? Because your bones.
Yeah, no, because I feel like, you know, Wolverines don't have claws like that either. You know?
Yeah, I'd be like, that's
I feel like
Catman.
I've called him like the Ripper.
We had vastly different. Because it's like a cat. Cats can retract their claws too.
I have no idea what you're talking about. You can't even see the screen. You didn't even know that I selected a Surrey. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And now I have to play a Surrey.
But anyway,
What
it's
was the other
like,
thing I was gonna say? Oh yeah, why is it like, oh yeah, this guy's mutant. So it's like, it's an actual mutation that you could see kind of happening. And this guy can shoot lasers.
well, to be fair, I don't even know where mutants exactly originate from.
I'm pretty sure it probably was just like, you know, mutant serum thing. Not just they happen to be able to shoot lasers out of their eyes.
Yeah, but to be fair, some of them were like made,
3,
you know, mutants, but then weren't some of them just born mutants? Because there was even like the New Mutants thing, remember? Like that was like its own thing where it's like I don't know if they were given anything, you know, kind of just seems like something that just happens, you know, in theory just a mutation, but it's like it wasn't caused by anything. But I find that weird that it wasn't caused by anything. But then also, like I said, a lot of the powers only make sense in a world where you know what powers are. Because, like, what would possibly make something specifically and strictly like an animal? Like a radioactive spider? How does that make sense?
That's a great question. See, I can understand, you know, radioactive spider. Spider that's radioactive. But why does it give someone powers that are based around a spider? I feel
Yeah,
like radiated spider doesn't mean spider powers. It just means radiation. Not spider radiation.
Yeah. And even in that, that's one of the things that make more sense. Because I feel a lot of times like they're just given powers, like, again, like Wolverine or something like that, or like laser eyes, but it's like laser eyes make no sense unless you already know like the concept of people with laser eyes, right? And it's like the same thing with like My Hero. It's like, how does laser eyes make literally any sense except for the fact that it's not like uncommon to see it, you know? Where it's like, I guess that makes sense. It's like the same thing with people using like their shadow, or being able to
I
like.
just feel like some of them would be like, how do you even learn about that?
I mean, to be fair, I feel like that makes more sense. I feel like if you did have something, you'd eventually accidentally use something. And I feel like most things are activated on doing some sort of motion, or just emotion. Motion or emotion.
Shadow
You know?
right now. How'd you do it?
I'm just saying there probably would have been a time where, you know, something would have happened to where it accidentally activates something like that, you know?
I guess. I feel like there's definitely examples that I can't think of right now.
I just feel like it would have to happen.
I feel like the animal ones make a lot more sense. Cause like, oh yeah, she just has a long tongue. It's like, yeah, that's, you know, pretty clear.
Yeah. I just feel like a lot of the powers in anything just seem like a really weird thing to like I feel like they don't make any sense unless things like, again, obviously like the main thing is like something like super speed. Literally, how can super speed work in any sense? You know? Because isn't it essentially strictly based on perception?
Yeah.
So it's like,
In some cases.
I'm just thinking it's weird because like something like I don't know what can move really fast. Like I'm thinking most like bugs or something, because you know like the size comparison. Or like say a bee could probably already outspeed me, but it's also so small, so it's probably like actually zooming, right? But it's like I just feel like something like super speed makes absolutely zero sense. Because like if you just perceive time faster, it doesn't let you move faster. It's like you would have to be controlling time itself. But that also doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's how the Flash works. It's just he can move at normal speed, but time just kind of moves slower.
Yeah. But again, that's the part of like perception where it's like a bug or whatever sees it at their own thing, but it's like time still moves the same. I would think. I don't know. I don't know what it's like to be some sort of bug.
You don't?
No.
You're not a bug me.
But I just don't. I don't know. But something like that's always like weird because I feel like you have to like. It's like the ants are always like a wormhole or a black hole because like those things have time differently. So like your power has to essentially come from like some sort of black hole or wormhole.
I don't know.
Something about the Bermuda Triangle or something.
I was meant to slide check that.
Yeah, I don't know. Point is, a lot of those things don't make any sense. Even in like a fantasy world, like people can try to explain it, but they don't really explain it. Like I think some things could make sense, you know, like in theory, getting some sort of animal powers because like mixing genes, right? That's like okay, that could. It doesn't make sense, but it could make sense, you know, because you're essentially mixing. What would you get? You'd get that. It just would probably be some sort of weird hybrid, you know, and probably really disgusting. I feel like you'd have equal chances of getting a human that has spider powers compared to a spider that has human powers or has like a human face. It's like, doesn't that sound way like weirder and creepier? And
to be fair, they probably just like die.
But also, it does kind of depend because like what part are you mixing and stuff? Because I don't think, you know, straight up mixing things doesn't work. It's like a person and a fish. It's like you'd have to take qualities from it. But
Yeah,
it's like,
this
is there?
person now has spider teeth because that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it's like you could.
Not
I
like
feel
this
like
person
something
has
like that.
spider legs because that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. But I just feel like that at least could make some sense. But it's like speed, like super speed or anything like that, or even like super strength. I feel like it doesn't make sense because that's just not how it works. It's like I can understand having technically more strength because of, you know, not feeling any sort of pain or something like that, but it's like still you can only do so much.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Like say there's no way you could like get hit by like a huge truck and just be fine, or like it break the truck. You know? It's like the only part that really plays that is like things like weight. Like say if you weighed enough, you would still feel the impact obviously, because like shock absorption and everything like that. Like even if you were externally
But
fine
not
because of how much you weighed.
nullification.
But you would also like organs and stuff, and just pain has to go somewhere. The force has to go somewhere.
I have no
But
idea.
most of the point is,
Character has no idea.
it's like an elephant. You know, if a car ran into an elephant, chances are the elephant would be hurt and injured, but the car would be way more injured. And you did that like super strength, but that's not because the elephant's just tough. It's literally just what it's made of and how heavy it is. So I feel like again, super strength doesn't work unless someone like is like the size of an elephant, you know?
Yeah.
That's why it's like some things are kind of weird, like in the case of Wolverine, like some sort of power to where he can just like extend his bones over. That's like, again, that's, you could kind of see that happening, you know, like
Yeah.
just
but,
having more
then the
control.
difficulty is even if they're sharp, that still sounds like it'd really hurt if it didn't cut through something. Because then you're just
Yeah.
bending your bones.
Hmm.
Why doesn't that hit? Oh yeah, grab, cancel, wake up, my bad.
I don't know. Point is, I just feel like some of the names and stuff are really stupid. I feel like it's really lame. And then people roll with it too. Then there's ones where it's just kind of like the entire point's a joke or more of like a meta on the whole thing. Like Invincible, you know? Where it's like a joke because he's not invincible. And it's like, because I mean, the whole title card thing doesn't really matter. You know, it's more of a just a word someone uses it than the, you know, someone says it title card, but it doesn't really have anything to do with the word being invincible. You know, like you could do like ordinary or something like that. You know, and it would pop up. You know, you could make it kind of natural.
Why does he have so much end lag?
It's also like a stupid name. Who'd want their like hero name to be invincible? Sounds stupid.
To be fair, they do say it's stupid.
Yeah.
I just feel like at some point you gotta change it, you know?
I don't really think it's worth changing. I do think it's funny though, because I feel like after you learn more about like your powers and all that,
Yeah,
it's like not to
exactly.
change your name or like your costume. Trying to say that, I'm like, that's kind of weird. Like you can always update it or change it or just have alternate options. You know, you don't gotta be the same.
Yeah.
3, 2.
But also in a lot of senses, I feel like suits need to be more practical. You know, because again, I feel like something like Batman's and stuff makes sense because he can like keep stuff hidden and concealed in like the cloak and everything. Plus, it's like he can kind of use it to like glide a little bit. You know. So and like I said,
makes physical sense.
yeah. And like it's dark, which makes sense because he fights at like night, so it's harder. And the cloak, you know, is a distraction because it just looks like a black like thing coming at you. Like you're not gonna be able to see his punches very clearly or anything like that. So it's like he can do whatever. So again, like that's very practical. And even like say like the Iron Man suit and like the new Spider-Man suit, like the newest stuff is like it makes sense because it actually gives you like things like movement or flight or extra hands, you know, something to actually use your power for. But I feel like a lot of suits don't have that. Like what does Invincible suit let him do? Not get bugs in his eyes because he wears goggles?
Yeah.
Maybe
And just,
reduce
like,
some wind
heat
resistance? Yeah, but he doesn't have his
Even though I
like
guess
face
that's not
covered or
actually
anything.
him. And more so, it's not actually a suit. It's just he's heat resistant and his suit burns. I don't know. I don't think there is a point.
And obviously I get, you know, hiding your identity. That's a pretty basic thing. You know,
Yeah, that hits that high up.
you want to be able to look recognizable and also not just be you. So that's the main thing of an outfit. But I feel like, you know, it's also very important to have like actual practical things that would help you.
Again, why can't I move after that? That's messed up.
Player 2 wins.
I feel like there definitely is a lack of practicality. And looking cool. Makes me wonder the point.
Like I said, that's why I really enjoy the shows that do like that kind of stuff well, like even My Hero.
Yeah.
Like where it's like they have their suits or weapons or other gadgets that's like, get this, you know how to use your ability, right? But these things quite literally either like fight off a weakness or just enhance your ability.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I like especially is it's not like this power is really bad until they have the gadget. It's like, it's an interesting power, but then they have the gadget and it's better. It's like exactly how it should be.
Yeah. I just think it's really stupid when you have characters that don't use it. That's part of the reason why I'm not a huge fan of like Naruto as of like right now. Is that it feels like they're ninjas, right? But it's like there's like 2 or 3 people who actually use like the ninja weapons and stuff. Like I said, we haven't really seen like swords, and we've barely seen like shurikens and stuff used at like actual good offense and fighting. You know, it's more of a just throw it and see if something happens. You know, but not actually use them well and like as
To be
weapons.
fair, I feel like that's mostly how they're supposed to be used.
Yeah, but I mean, you're telling me there isn't like a character that could be introduced that's like really good with like that stuff, to where it's like they could just fill a room with shurikens or something, or like be really, really precise and good with them? Because like we even saw like a lot of the characters like trained specifically with them.
Yeah, to where they have insane accuracy and like can
And
ricochet.
speed, yeah, exactly. But then they don't use that. It's like,
Yeah,
it,
it's like
it
they
feels
throw
like
it
they...
directly at the enemy to force a block.
And that's
then
what's
don't
even
exploit it.
really annoying about things like Rock Lee and stuff. It's like he's a cool character, but it's like all he uses is like close combat. Like he doesn't use a single like a knife
Yeah,
or
especially because I feel like
any sort of range weapon. It's only that.
If there's 2 critical things you can't use, I feel like you kind of have to be really good at all the other things.
It just feels like, again, it's like they make his character to be like, oh, he can't use this, so he has to use this. But it's like he can use other tools and weapons. Other characters do. And stuff like that's just like, why not? Yeah, that has to be my...
Complementing insane close range would be very good for quick long range attacks.
Yeah, it just seems weird because, again, it seems like a lot of the characters are good at just like, you know, martial arts, and it's like, you know, Rock Lee's better, but then it's like, it kind of takes away the point, because of course Rock Lee's gonna seem like one of the coolest characters, because like, oh, we can't use this stuff, but get this, he's way better at what everyone else uses. So of course he's going to win fight. Of course he's going to be powerful. You know? But then it's like, it's funny because then the other characters rely on that, and then their like special ability. You know? Like what does Naruto do? His Shadow Clones and Rasengan. And then besides that, what? He punches and kicks people.
Yeah. I just feel like they're really bad. Because
And
again,
like I
we
said,
get
he
to
uses
see
some
they
things
know
which are
how
cool.
to do stuff, but then they just use the most basic, poor form punches.
Yeah, and like I said, I like the concept of like, you know, getting cool reads and stuff, you know, like going underground or, you know, using Shadow Clones in like a way, you know. It's like, I get that concept of being really cool, you know. But it's like, it just seems weird that they don't use other sorts of like weapons or try to learn like some other things. Because, you know, in like a situation where there's characters like the Orochimaru who like wants to learn everything and all that, it's like we still seen a huge lack of stuff from him. Of like using a bunch of diverse, like cool fighting styles and interesting things. Especially because whenever we go to a new random village, they have another cool way of fighting. You know? Like controlling electricity or the moonlight or some other crazy stuff. And it's like, a lot of that is just learned. A lot of that's just learning how to do it. A lot of it
Yeah,
isn't
we've seen, like,
literally...
techniques.
Yeah, exactly. And so it just seems really, really weird that a lot of characters don't, like, just want to learn it. But then, like I said, a lot of characters just rely pretty much solely on their special ability. Which is, like, fair, but I feel like there's definitely ways to improve by using other things.
Yeah.
But,
And to be fair, that's why the two coolest characters in theory are Kakashi and Sasuke. Because like they have a really cool thing, but they can also most of the time just fight really well without it. So it's like bang, a perfect character.
yeah.
And then you have Naruto, where he has OP stuff and his hand wins and doesn't use the OP stuff or use anything else cool.
Mm-hmm. It's just like I said, out of what we know of Naruto right now, the basic main things that he has, a lot of chakra, and he has like regeneration, and then he has like the Rasengan and Shadow Clones, and then obviously like just ninja stuff, like he knows how to use shurikens and he can fight. But it feels like a lot of wasted potential that he doesn't just be like, wait a minute, I have chakra, maybe I should learn how to shoot fireballs.
Yeah, just have a constant stream, you know? That sounds pretty useful.
Yeah.
Why does that linger so much?
And like I said, obviously he used it a good degree, because that's even like the main way he can use like the multi-shadow clones. You know, is because he has more than other people. And he, you know, I don't think it's ever really gotten to the point where it's like it shows that he has good control. It's more that he's learned enough control to use things like Rasengan, but even still not very well.
Yeah.
It's like he can get the power and he can get it work, but it's like, even as of right now, which I can guarantee he's not always going to rely on a shadow clone to build up his Rasengan, right? But it's like right now, it's just funny that's like, he thinks that's how it works. Like that's how it has to be. How's it going, Tycoon? We were just ranting about superhero
Was
names
there that much delay?
and then powers in general. Because unfortunately we've had a disgusting lack of anime that we can watch. I think we're gonna have to resort to Netflix, Tycoon.
Yes, the wake up down light to cancel my stuff. I've been watching too much Smash. I almost called it a down tilt. That would have been really embarrassing.
Mm-hmm. I just don't want to have to go to Netflix for anime. I really don't. It's definitely not the worst. You know, the worst is like going to YouTube, right? Or buying Crunchyroll, right? However, I don't know if exactly where I want to go.
I almost got it though. My spacing was almost insane.
Player 2 wins.
That's why I lost, because I'm playing the worst stance on the worst character.
Uh-huh.
You getting in your Tycoon?
Tycoon has way better things to do.
That's a lie. Is there a good canon character? Is there even more than 2?
Onyx is pretty good, Linfei is pretty good. Chance to do what? Sidra, Onyx.
Who's 7?
Well, 7 is actually, I think, the worst.
Might be right. But will that stop me?
At least if you're looking at like tier lists and stuff like that.
Poofed. A guy like me doesn't care about tier lists.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this in free-for-all? Why is swapping the same lobby from custom to online swap my stance, but then swapping it to 1v1s from free-for-all switches it back? I don't get it.
Talking a lot.
Again, name one person who's gonna be like, oh no, I have my free-for-all stance and my 1v1 stance.
I don't know.
I increased my dexterity by about 2%.
Yeah. Point is, all the anime we're watching, we're in the middle of. And so I don't want to go to Netflix because we can't watch them. Like Naruto. I would say Bleach, but we're like 2 episodes into Bleach. And they're watching the Jack of all trades. But we also have Amazon. And Disney Plus. So over the weekend, me and Jared watched Deadpool and Wolverine. It was pretty decent.
Why does that win? Spear's supposed to be OP.
But then I think I'm just gonna have to resort to watching The Boys. I think it's what I have to do. Technically, we also have Invincible, but I don't want to resort to watching either of those.
Man, I love when scratches have more range than a cannon.
Whoa, he has a Titan thing? That was cool.
Ah, yes, just standing on my attacks.
I like when people spend money on the cool stuff and not the stupid stuff.
I love not having a hitbox or a dodge. I almost forgot why I didn't play ranked, but suddenly it's all coming back to me.
To be fair, he just killed himself. So. As bad as you are, he's worse.
Behind him.
Also, this isn't ranked, right? Where is it?
Pretty sure it is. Unless I didn't swap.
And why are you on 7, Jared?
Because I want to play the game on a character that I want to play in the current moment.
You want to play this
Is that
character?
wrong?
You want to play this
I
character?
wanted to play this character. Instead, he just gets to literally mash buttons and sit there and watch my dodge come back on cooldown before he starts attacking me.
It's because you're playing 2 weapons you can't play on the worst character in the game.
My game's just inconsistent.
In competitive, where these people are sweating their absolute balls off, period. And you're like, I'm mad I can't win.
Really
I'm mad I can't
funny
play.
TikTok while doing research, you could say. To where it's like Marvel Rivals players trying their hardest, and it's like, you know, they're playing really bad, not even trying, and then it's Brawlhalla casuals. It's like they were, cause like tryharding. Like,
Well, to be fair, I think it's kind of a really bad comparison.
2, 1, brawl.
because
I
one's
mean-
an easy game and the other's Brawlhalla.
Well, one's a 1v1 competitive fighter. Like this.
I could have made that better. One's an easy game for 5-year-olds, and the other's Brawlhalla.
Well, to be
One's a
fair,
small indie game with no time put into it, and the other's Brawlhalla.
they're both just they're games. I mean, they're in a sense casual, like, you know, games. They're not like perfectly designed or anything.
God.
You know, dude, I think
Oh, and
I'm
look
gonna
at that!
I'm gonna be the
He's
person
using
to say
combo,
it.
and now it's playing.
I think your Ransom might be better than your 7. I don't know.
How dare you?
I think your
Ah, yeah,
Chakra
that
might be
works
better than your
too.
Cannon. I don't think
To be
Jared
fair, my
could
Cannon's
make
got
it out of
stuff
Golden
like
Rivals.
that.
He can't make it out of Golden Overwatch.
I have
Or
a
in Brawl.
100% win rate on Jeff, and that was in like 4 games.
Of
100%
quick play.
MVP rate too.
I'm not gonna lie, Jared. In those
Yes, that wins after
4
walking
games
with.
we played Rivals, we were probably fighting people with less experience than us. And those were our first 4 games.
I love when my dodge doesn't give any iframes.
It just like compare it to people who even play competitive in Overwatch and they head in quick play. It is such a drastic difference because they don't have their quick play you love. So it's like those games are just stupid and stuff. And so I feel like that's how Rivals is. That's why now my biggest complaint about Morphle Rivals is the what's it? If I have to, I just don't want to learn another game like that. Like where I have to know cooldowns and characters and like every part of their kit. That's why I like just don't play it. Well, there's other things I don't exactly enjoy about it as much. That's the biggest reason.
I had 2 bows.
Plus, you know, it's third person, and if I want to see a caked up squirrel girl, I could, right? Or Deadpool in a maid outfit. You know, I can do that. Right?
Don't
And does
matter
that
about
sound
it,
better
like-
than staring at Junkrat's launcher? Probably.
I was on my last stock. How'd I get so throttled?
However,
Also, why is everyone playing guitars?
if that's the main draw to the game. Listen, I think some of it could be fun. I just don't feel like learning another game that's going to require me to put that much work into it.
Especially a game that's strictly worse.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I've just been grinding ZZZ, and I'm happy to do it. Some of the things I think are a bit annoying, mostly any RNG thing. Because I feel like
Definitely just grab canceled twice, right?
I wasn't watching. But anyway, RNG and a lot of those things is really annoying. Like, I feel like if you're going to have, like, achievements or a lot of tedious things, don't make it RNG.
Why does that cover a diagonal dodge? Why does that hit in the air?
'Cause I think
And why
one
did that
thing
linger?
that's really annoying that they decide to do with a lot of the stuff, like the archipelago thing and this, like, withered whatever, and they'll probably wind up doing with just the hollow void or whatever. It's just they do quick clears. And it's like, I want to play it and, like, get all the collectibles, but then they make it so bad. It's like the solution doesn't have to be just make it quick clear ticket so I don't have to play it at all. I feel like that's kind of a bad solution.
Doesn't it? Jared, why are you getting mad? I'm just playing my main in casuals while I have a full 2-stock lead, and I'm matching down sig.
You know what I think will make it better, Jared? 7.
If I kick Bell physically.
I don't think that'd make it better. Plus, Bell would tank it.
Well, you're clearly wrong. You probably would.
Bell's like rip.
Player 2 wins.
Why does my border have a layer in front of his character? That doesn't make sense.
I think you've seen.
3, 2,
No, his gun's behind my border, but then my chakram or whatever is in front of him.
I think you've seen.
You're wrong.
You told me you're not seeing things?
correct. I'm hearing them. I'm feeling them on a mental level.
I think most things are mental level. Unless you consider your brain a physical thing.
Do you not?
Well then, nothing's really on a mental level.
I like how that SIG ends, and I'm stuck there in place for 5 seconds.
I like it.
Especially because I could still dodge, I would imagine, and like jump and attack. I just couldn't move.
You dodging? That's rich.
Almost makes it back. Only a downer off screen. Oh yeah, it just walks directly through my side air. I mean, at least they didn't give them infinite priority on their SIGs for no reason that also have range and kill power and no startup and reverse.
Well, that would be extremely busted.
They can literally hold their SIGs in active. You know, the best kind of SIGs in the game. Because who wants to stand there charging? We just stand there constantly attacking. And then they also have infinite priority. Did you actually see the part where I got hit by that animation? Because I certainly didn't. Ah, yes. Did you see how much that grav cancel downlight hit me, like, far away? He kicked along the ground with a downlight and it covered, what, 2 ransoms? I think the sick part is you're just both sitting here watching this. At least I
I'm not
can
even
probably. You're definitely not watching this.
That's funny.
Sidra, we were just talking about you.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Again, he literally, it's like when he doesn't have a dodge, he can just jump out of any combo instantly and without fail. He also definitely just spot dodged while he was on the wall, which I don't know if you noticed, but actually isn't a thing that could happen.
Kinda seems like it happened though.
Ah, yes, after it ends, it still hits me. I'm directly to his side, so down air. Surprised that one didn't hit me.
It's actually so hot in my room that the pee evaporates before it hits the bottle.
Crazy. And he gets to be faster than me, of course. Kicks thin air, still continues the attack. Metal Loot's not OP. It's again, like, active frames can be punishable if the weapon doesn't have insane priority. But when it hits in both directions, and can be used grav canceled on the ground, you know? And like, say there, he kicked forward and it hit directly behind him, a full person.
It's because his heel picked you up here.
Unusual. You see this? I'm literally punching straight through him when missing so he can move the back part of his kick. I just don't get what they were thinking.
They obviously weren't.
Scythe meta too strong, so let's, you know, instead of balancing the game. I mean axe meta. That was the problem. Is the problem? I don't know anymore. It's weird because that actually also has an active hitbox and it does absolutely nothing with it. Doesn't kill. I guess he also has defense, so that makes sense.
Right.
Jump up the wall without hitting my attack. Blastus is also too punishable. Don't forget about that one. Again, it's just another weapon they decided to give range and linger and kill confirmed and no end lag.
Yeah.
Of course. Can't dodge out of my own combo before you can attack me. Cool, yeah.
Maybe it isn't that you're bad. Maybe it's just he's improving at a faster rate.
He's actually not improving. He's not even playing the game.
Three, two, one, brawl!
Ah, yes, runs directly into my spear, but just walks out before it hits him. True combo, by the way. Of course, when he kicks upwards, he actually backs out directly with my attack. True combo, by the way. Try to use that as a recovery. Yes, it doesn't hit him. Cool, yeah. Oh, my bad, yeah. That often happens until I play when laying into combo. Again, outspeeds me. Fastest character in the game, I guess. Just wakes up. Yeah, covers a jump, because why wouldn't it?
Player 2 wins.
Maybe it's time for you to whip out the battle boots.
I've tried that. It's I get to land a 2-hit combo, and then he jumps out of my attack, and then kills me. Unfortunately, he can get one dodge from Reed in the middle of the stage, then carry me all the way up to the ledge.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Yeah, that doesn't work. He can just fastball and then punish with a recovery, though. It's weird. I was actually super far to his right, and yet it hit me from behind. Cool. Again, you get to see him spot dodge, jump, spot dodge, air dash.
Mm-hmm. It's just those easy reset.
It's just the game would actually be so easy if I could just land a neutral option and chain it into a true combo that does exist to kill confirm. Instead, he can do it out of literally anything.
Yep.
Cool. Famous dead zone. Uh-huh. He could just pivot in the middle of his attack. That's pretty cool. Uh-huh. He can ground pound on stage and not get bounced upwards. Doesn't go. I am more than a full jump in the air and he sidelights and it hits me.
Guy's insane.
He almost won that. Doesn't kill, by the way. He's only at 200 with however much defense he has. Doesn't kill, by the way. Doesn't kill, by the way. Gets priority, by the way. Cool. I like how I have to literally teleport him to the bottom of the stage for him to die. And like, gotta love it. He almost kills me from there on a vector. All true. Don't worry, and light. Infinite amounts of kill power though. Why? Why can't I use my NSYNC, which is impossible to hit but has high kill power to kill off the top? Quick defense check. Yeah, he has 4. And I have 6. Yeah, that makes sense. Again, explain to me why Battle Boost and Light gets to send me flying to the other side of the screen from the right side of the stage.
Because they're battle boots.
Yeah. It's just, again, why'd they decide... Because most weapons, like, oh yeah, you know, Scythe Sider, yeah, that sends forward. But on Battle Boots, you can just make everything a combo option or a kill option because of, DI. Because and.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Cool. Again, he can just choose not to, bounce off the ground into the ground pound. And he can downlight from there and combo it. Grab cancel into a side air from literally anywhere, doesn't it? Cool. Yeah, that makes sense. What would you say is your accuracy on spot dodging blasters recovery? Literally 0%?
100% chance.
Uh-huh. And of course they give it range and width. Because otherwise it'd be too weak. Okay, yeah. Don't worry, he can do whatever he does. But how dare I down her on the wall? Doesn't it? Doesn't kill. Doesn't it? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, good old-fashioned grab cancel down light. Cool, yeah.
Good game. Player 2 wins. Three, two, one, brawl.
Uh-huh. Just a 4-hit blaster true combo because and... Oh, he can pick up a weapon and use his sig to interrupt my sig that I started a second earlier. Almost didn't kill, which is pretty cool if you ask me. Cool. Grab cancel down light. Uh-huh. Famous blasters having no radius. That's weird, because I didn't touch the very center of his attack and he hit me. He did have his dodge back, so I was right that I can land exactly 2 attacks after he throws out a spot dodge for no reason. 90% sure he just case dodge 5 seconds after hitting me, but we'll ignore that. Too punishable. Unfortunately, he missed his ground pound, so he killed me in yellow.
Victory. Player 2 wins.
Sounds rough.
It's just, again, why does he get to miss 5 blaster attacks in the time it takes me to look at what he's doing? There is no punishing. He just dodges off of nothing after starting with a grab cancel. And just teleports around. But no. Blasters is just on all of the best, you know, characters, the most highly ranked, but apparently it needs buffs.
Brawl.
Okay, yeah, my hit scan bullet, nothing. Good old grab cancels.
Hi, how's it going?
You get to see the animation of my jump go through. Why is it I can literally use any option off stage and die for it?
Good question.
Wake up, hit scan bullet. Ooh, now fast.
Good.
Now.
What about you? Pretty good. Pretty good. All having a lot of fun here.
Very punishable. The sig that covers the entire screen and shoots projectile. Okay, I guess I don't have my dodge. I'll just walk off stage.
Hey, how's it going? Good night. We're watching Battle Boots destroy Scythe. That's what we're seeing right about now.
Again, you get to see it end.
Player 2 wins.
Sickening.
Kinda.
I am looking for honest answer.
Observer the
Did
play.
they, have they changed VV since release?
Probably.
Guess I'll update the room code. You guys can also get in here, you know. Don't want to leave it for a 3-person free-for-all.
Exactly what I want to do, actually.
I just don't know how they can let SIGs linger for that long past the animation, personally.
Other than a few nerfs and buffs, mainly the weapon's not really there. Yeah. Room code, yeah, it's updated now, or did you already update it? No, okay.
It's been updated for about 15 seconds.
I bet.
Bit of a professional. Maybe we shouldn't have chosen small Brawlhaven.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Doesn't kill. 8 strength, I think? How'd that not hit me, Tycoon? Sick.
I don't really have. Jared usually mains whatever busted character.
I main the most busted Scythe character at the time, really. And occasionally Chakram. Metasleeve, really, if you want to be real about it. doesn't it? That does it? What does that mean?
I kind of mean random, yeah. I know I am too.
I missed the true combo. I had the timing right too. Why'd they both have another stock, by the way?
Why not?
I guess I'll take complete immunity for no reason. That kills. I'm a little crazy.
Player one wins.
I think the craziest part is I took the most damage and I had the least defense.
I think that's how it works. I always forget how many bad characters there are till I play random. Yeah.
That feels like OP.
I think a lot of characters also though are built way more for 1v1s or 2v2 over free for all.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Like Duro, to where all your Sigs can only hit one person anyways. Might have been it. It's weird how in the time it took me to kill that guy, neither of them did any damage to each other. I just find it a bit strange. To be fair, I'd argue Zero is built around 2v2s.
Dominating.
Okay. How's this guy living at 200?
Tycoon Rage go to Black Desert. That's actually crazy.
That is crazy.
Or maybe actually he was so happy to be playing Brawlhalla that he decided to blow up Black Desert. You know? Too much fun. Just like me. I've been on AFK doing the Fraven crossover, had to make some spells. You know how it goes.
Oh.
Had
Man, for all that rinsing, I get to do 90 damage, and he gets to kill me with one sig.
had to do some fishing for some fish bow exchange. You know how it goes.
Player 2 wins.
You only play the worst games, and it's crazy to me? What do you mean? I will give you a full rundown, right? The games that I do dailies on, right? I do ZZZ. I do Elsword. I do Miscrits. I do Puzzle and Dragons. I do another Eden, but that's mostly just a login reward. I do AFK Journey. I do One Piece Treasure Cruise, and I do Maple Story Idol. And I also check in on Hoyoverse. Just to get the little extra
I don't know who he
polychrome.
does it.
You're clapped. It used to be
It
worse.
puts me in physical pain to do like a week of like another daily than just one.
I mean, if I speed run, it takes like 40 minutes to an hour, right? For all of them.
How many years have you wasted doing dailies on games you don't play anymore?
I don't know. So I only do it on the games that I'm actually playing. If I did on like every game that I was even slightly interested in. Oh, I also do PSO2 dailies, but that's also just login rewards. And I guess I do Microsoft rewards, which that's like doing the little daily quiz and then doing the searches for the things. But yeah.
Oh my god, does Jared know how to play Hammer? That's the title of the clip.
I was about to say, I'm like, what? But
Talking about the other Jared.
at least I'm not playing Dinosaur Runs from Furry like Jared does.
I don't think anyone believes that.
I don't know. There's evidence in the Twitch Discord. I don't know. I do. See, the real question is, why would I be running? Am I right, guys? Seems like a Jared game. You know what game that I put a surprising amount of time into to fully beat Tycoon was the Petlands, which was a free game on Steam, which is basically just a Roblox game. But I don't think there was exactly achievements, but I did 100% it. I did like all the reincarnations and then got back up to 100 and stuff. Lost many asleep on that.
See, I don't think I've had these things send at the proper angle one single time this fight.
Pro tip, you don't get hit, you won't get hurt. Now I have no reason to lose another game ever again. I like him off BDO. Oh god. We'll see. But just because you don't get hit doesn't mean you can't lose the game. Think about how many times people just trip off the stage and can't come back. Or how many times they chase someone with a scythe combo and then can't come back.
It's pretty difficult to get back on stage, am I right, guys?
Yeah. Bell would know.
I know Bell gets me. Yeah. That was about to be crazy.
I do think it's funny that the entire Brawlhalla meta is just using the weapons that hit so many times and so quick to where you just never get a chance to, be attacked.
Yeah, I like that. I love that about Brawlhalla, frankly.
Because like I said, I think there used to be a lot of weapons that you could even play that's like more about reads and stuff, but now it's just attack as fast as possible. Did you even play like 90 Overwatch games this week? Can you say I have a problem?
Yes, a down air.
All that to still be Gold Tycoon is crazy.
Player 2 wins.
MAYHEM, actually, the room temperature IQ needed for such a thing to happen is inconceivable. That's actually crazy. I'm just kidding, Tycoon. We know you're silver. Fine. You'll get gold soon,
This
though.
guy still
I'm sure
says
of it.
I'm gold. I am plat 5, I'll have you know.
I'm coping my advice. Got countered immediately upon entering the jet. That'll be. You know, also, your name's like in black letters on my screen, so I actually can't tell what your name is in the slightest. I see a little dinosaur icon, and then black scribbles.
I mean, it's gray. I can see it perfectly.
Is it enemy cat? Charity cat? Let me see. Charity cat. Okay. There we go. I can read now. Don't worry.
Why can't I...
Oh, there
Check
we
my-
go. Now it's great. Now I can see it. Have other people ever complained about that, by the way? I'm curious. Maybe other people use light theme though. Imagine. Actually, I'm trying to think. But how do words even look in light theme? Do they do like black letters, or is it just like a black outline on the white letters? That's a crazy thing to think about. Now, but a lot of colors, or a lot of people call me a wizard for knowing how to change colors.
I didn't think that'd take away my dodge, so like a grab cancel.
To be fair, I think it's funny because every time like I see people's names, like depending on what I'm using, because I can use my phone, my actual streaming PC, and then I have my other PC, which I use for chat. Right now I have my main monitor viewing it. But it's like a lot of times it changes the color of people just randomly on that.
I think people can just choose like a random color.
Yeah, but I mean it also changes. Like say Bell is usually pink for me. But on like this it shows up as random. I feel like I chose pink too. Let me see. Let me hit a hot emote right now. Yeah. I feel like I can update my badges though. If you want, I can hop in and blue the lobby real quick. I mean, if you want to, go for it.
Why does that win? These hitboxes are actually insane. That's not Yumiko down, Sig.
Still gonna lose though.
Nah. Ah, yes, just a walk straight through my attack. That's very cool. Sickening. So yeah, are we not gonna talk about him just slide charging straight through my entire downlight?
No, we're not. You're right.
Him or them? I don't know. Is there a good color?
Also, you know what's weird? It's like 90 degrees today. My room actually feels like 200 degrees. Right? I feel like I'm actually starting to, like, char a little bit. I feel like I'm tanning in my room.
Why does everyone play guitar?
Why does Rupture have so much aura? He just literally fills the entire screen.
He's about 3 times as wide as he is tall.
You wanna guess the... or what Elo always that? Well, if you're not playing Battle Boots, Great Sword, or something like the super speedy characters...
then you basically aren't even trying.
I feel like you're probably flat. Diamond's reserved just for 2 weapons. And besides that, like 3 characters, with the exception of that rule.
That's a little messed up, but you know. To be fair, I think I could have survived that if I didn't panic and press literally nothing.
Surprisingly even fight so far.
Oh my god! Ow. I have nothing?
Here's the first to die. Who would have thought?
Shut up. I'm playing the worst character here, trust.
I think Rupture's probably the worst character here.
Might be true. I just feel like when they release new good characters, they're like pretty good. And they'll release new bad characters, they're like really bad.
Uh-huh. The level 1 hundo Asuri? That's crazy. Mid gold.
I would've guessed high gold.
I feel like level 100, like, kind of more OG characters is crazy. It makes you feel like they haven't played the game. Because I feel like they took it really seriously in the first couple of years, and then when Sandstorm came up, they stopped playing. And they just never got used to, like, Battle Boots and Greatsword.
That doesn't hit.
I can't get out of gold?
Tell me about it. Got him!
The double bomb kill? Crazy. Now he's gonna get targeted and die.
I'm actually gonna use a Sega neutral and die. That was gonna be sick if my grab cancel worked. That's actually messed up.
You were the first to die, that's funny. Oh my...
I didn't deserve it.
Guy throws a spike ball and then people just explode. I think you should get cool effects for having level 100 characters besides just gold name.
Even then, it doesn't make them money.
I think it does, kinda. You know?
I think you should only get it if you reach level 100 after buying the old Legends pack.
Three, two, one, brawl!
The reversed recovery is insane. Ah, yes, the Shadow Hit Ground Pound, infamous. Into pressing every button on my keyboard and it doing nothing. That hits grounded. I can't just, it feels so messed up to hit someone and then die for it. And it's always the Asari.
You reversed it again? Who'd thought?
Why don't you get in here, huh? Probably were in here and I just didn't notice yet.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just need to survive until 180 like everyone else.
Yeah.
Or being hit by a Sig in the center stage.
Player 3 wins. Three, two, one, brawl!
It's crazy, because I was hovering over Dusk and then I chose random. I'm pretty sure. But then I got Dusk. I don't like off stage, so I'm gonna not. Why does that hit and spike? I was nowhere near them.
No, wait. Let him cook. Oh, wait a minute. That was almost
Why does it
insane.
work? You get to see my spot dodge.
Oh,
You get to see me
my
spot dodge, and the punch goes
God.
straight through it. And to see this on your screen.
Bro's toying with you. He hit the summon
Yeah,
combo.
on my screen, I
and then-
spot dodged, and then his punch went entirely through me, and then I died. On your screen, that's pretty much what happened.
He
But,
just
that's cool.
used domain expansion where he can't miss attacks. And just threw a bunch of bullcrap.
Now, if you would have just, like, held that side never for a little bit longer, then it's like, oh man, I got totally red. But this just feels like, yeah, I spot dodged his attack and he killed me with it.
It was less about the spot dodge and more of the summon to grab cancel uppercut and then you getting hit but then follow up with the weapon throw. Wasn't really anything to do with the fact that it hit you in the first place.
Disagree. It went from, whoa, that was a cool combo, but he still lost.
Yeah, but it wasn't about you being bad.
It never is, because I'm not. Ah, yes, famously, hammer recovery losing a fight.
It's been less than 20 seconds or you died.
Yeah, because I got hit by one attack when he should have died. To be fair, I think this is part of the problem. That we're all staged and they have Katars and they still decide to go after me. Also the fact that my kill confirms on hammer have no effect on a 150 SRE. And my downer has no hitbox. See, why were there no exclamation points and then I'm out of everything?
That's funny. I don't know.
Okay, cool. I love when my graph dancers decide they actually want to dodge down and throw the entirety of the game. Doesn't kill 190 with, what, 7 attack? I think this is one of those rare situations where being level 100 doubles your stats for no good reason. I am confident that would have killed a Magi. Tossed.
I'm just allergic to dying through.
That's fair, actually.
Just aura farming, to be fair, though.
Ah, yes. To be fair, it still would have killed off the other side, but that's just a little messed up.
Player 3 wins.
My skin flares up really red color, sometimes purple.
Unlucky.
Hurts a lot, too.
Still
And
deal with
like,
it twice in
power.
that match. That's tough.
Three, two, one, brawl.
I don't think I've been hit directly by an attack this match so far. Oh, no dodge for me.
Why don't you just hide your, like, you... Oh, camp one side, huh?
Why does a down air put me in so much end lag to where I almost die? Oh, yeah. Again, you get to see me in going in the opposite direction and it pulls me in. Not to mention, this guy's literally just setting up for team combo because it's only me. It's sickening. True combo, by the way. Really useful sig I've got there. That it's.
Okay. Even playing kills, completely even.
Makes you wonder how, if they're both in my attack, they managed to hit each other out of my attack. It scared me for a second there.
I just have the feeling that mine's killing Jared. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but... You're testing it's the kill before the other person can find a way to aura farm on him.
Like my spot dodge and the highest linker move in the game.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Famously doesn't hit in both directions.
It's just a feeling.
Uh-huh, but I can't spot dodge a 2-hit move. Cool. Again, cool combo and all, but we're just going to, again, ignore the fact that he can spot dodge sideline, but I can't spot dodge Sayer. It maybe lasted 1 frame.
I feel like they must be the kind of person that instead of just like getting to a high rank, they're the ones who like go to Fangwild and practice all the bullcrap you can do. You know, to where you can do like the crazy infinites.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how they got to level
Which, to be
100.
fair,
They just farmed XP
yeah.
doing that. I feel like that must be the case. I made the devs so I get better stats. To
Finally,
be fair,
someone's admitting to it.
yeah, that's. But loves the Surrey, so I made the Surrey, and now I
think
win.
they're actually stealing my money to give me less stats, personally.
What money? You bought the battle pass, Jared.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Those are 2 conflicting statements.
This will probably be the last game though, so make it count. Also, just a heads up, Charity Cat, you'll probably be on the TikTok and the YouTube short because these crazy combos.
It's true.
especially because it makes yours look bad. So
That's what TikTok loves.
yeah.
Why does that win? I read him. Cool.
Unwind about TikTok. Okay, okay.
I do.
You'll get famous before we do because we put you on TikToks. They're gonna think, wait, this streamer's actually really good, and then realize it was just a viewer.
I hate it here actually so much. Every single time I go in that pit, I use one attack, and then I'm in end lag until I reach the bottom, and then what am I supposed to do? Like, again, I'm gonna go back to this, I'm gonna clip it, I'm gonna use a ground pound, end it at the middle of that section, and it's just gonna be me desperately trying to get back from the move I made at center stage.
Yep.
I guess Lodex is just actually the worst thing you could ever experience.
Good game. Player 3 wins.
Yeah, that was actually kind of crazy. And I think it made
I
for
hated
a
that.
fantastic final game of the night. You know what that means? Champ of the night, which means cake. Cake. This is all for you, Charity Cat, for winning all the games. Set that aside for now. That last one should be a gnarly clip. It will. We'll even do like one of the old school edits. You know, like the like YYing in COD and like the like rainbow filter thingy and you know how it goes.
Think I know how to do that?
Sure knows how to. It's probably just a thing you can do in CapCut, like one of the what's it thing, whatever they're
Sweet.
called. Moment 2015. That's kind of crazy. I feel like Brawlhalla gets boring when all you play is just ranked, especially when just trying to win.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you have to do something fun, like play certain characters or have some sort of specific gimmick going for it to really be fun.
And that's why there are no interesting people at super high rank.
Yeah. It's been a long time. I'll probably wait for this ad break, and then I'll end stream. Main reason I play is just for customs. Yeah, I think I only play for customs. I used to do the cool ticket events. Well, I say cool ticket events. Really bad ticket events. And try to go for like all the event colors. But they haven't improved it, and it's actually so awful to do. So I've just given up on that. And the Battle Pass challenges, even though they've somewhat improved them, still terrible. So there's really just not a lot to enjoy. Except like customs. It's like you can try hard or you can mess around. You don't have to worry about like rank or anything. But yeah. It says the ad break is ended right about now. So I'll assume it's ended.
I still got 45 seconds.
That's embarrassing.
I think it just means you're wrong.
The thing's telling me, Jared. It's not me.
All the things are wrong. And that makes you wrong.
I disagree. Maybe I'll just wait until you're done then. Yeah, tomorrow the plan is Overwatch. And potentially mowing, even though I think tomorrow's also supposed to be blazingly hot, but then I think Wednesday's supposed to rain, and then Thursday's supposed to be fine. Yo, thanks for the follows. I will have you know, though, that we pretty much only do Brawl on Mondays around this time, like 7:38-ish to 10 p.m. EST. Monday Mayhem, after all. Just because I like to play because it's, you know, free to play. And, on any platform, so it's just a way to play with viewers and stuff. But most of the time, we're just playing some random solo games or Overwatch. But like I said, Mondays is when we do Brawlhalla. So, just in case you that. By the way, I'm on Switch. That's actually impressive then. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I feel like Switch has to
it
be
wasn't
like...
impressive before, but now.
Well, to be fair, controller is kind of rough, but I can only imagine with like either Joy-Cons or even like a Switch Pro controller would be tough.
Yeah, Joy-Cons would actually be insane.
But like, when I think Switch, I'm thinking people are probably playing the handheld version, or like best case scenario, having it like set up to the TV and just playing with the controller. But I feel like people don't even have like Ethernet and stuff on Switch. So
I just feel like I can't picture someone playing Brawlhalla just on the big screen with a controller, you know?
I don't know. Oh, well, mobile's definitely the worst, actually. I forgot that existed.
Yeah, but second, very easily Switch
Yeah.
Joy-Cons.
I'm also on hotspot. Okay. Well, I think I know why you're stuck in gold.
Yeah, you know, that does, yeah.
I feel like the lag I even play with playing on PC and with an Ethernet is tough. So that's
Wasn't
tough.
like their combo game was bad. Just, you know, inputting anything sounds like agony.
Yeah. But
And you're telling me you play Brawlhalla for fun? Like, you'll fun playing Brawlhalla?
a lot of rubber banding. Yeah, see, my kind of lag is mostly just the rollback, which I think is what most people get, but it's very frustrating. It's either the audio or the visual. Like, shadow hits are really, really rough. But anyway, we are going to get out of here. Gotta work out, get some more grub going, and I really need to fix my AC. Because I have my AC cranked to the lowest setting, and I'm still sweating.
Uh-huh,
So-
uh-huh. Tell me about it.
Yeah, well, do you really want to come in here? Where it's also going to be hot and sweaty?
1000% way cooler in there.
It is not, Jared. It is not. Yeah, I like playing with friends and random people. I think Brawlhalla is fun.
I
It's
think
just
the more serious you take it, the less fun it is. Really.
kind of like Smash. Like, Smash is really cool to play and, like, do a lot of things. It's cool to learn some of the tech,
I
but,
feel
like,
like-
taking it super seriously
yeah.
is, like,
I feel like
Really,
Smash
really
has
rough.
more intricacies where you could actually learn how to play a character. But I feel like all of us here probably know how to play the characters. It's just then being uber cringe.
yeah. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to work on fixing that stuff, but yeah. As always, make sure to like, follow, and obey, and I saw you guys followed, so thanks. But we will catch you on the flippity flop. Ribbit. And if you're on YouTube or even Twitch, link subscription for vids, VODs, clips, all that good stuff. But yeah, we'll see you guys later. Peace. GG's, all that good stuff. It's been a pleasure.